I am getting to the point where I will pick up a book, read the first few chapters, absolutely love it, put it down, pick up a new book, read the first few chapters, absolutely love it, put it down, and after I get tired of picking up new books, and I think there's no way I'll ever find a new book to read, I pick up an old favorite and reread it. If anybody knows a counselor that I could call. So what's up, guys? I'm back with a very, very late Christmas book haul, which I've been wanting to show you guys all these books because I'm extremely excited about them, and I'm just so glad that I finally have the time to sit down and make a video. I know it's been a long time. I'm very sorry. You know how it goes. Plus, that thumbnail that you guys just saw, that was really hard to do. So, you think I might not do anything for you because it takes me a long time to get videos out? I do stuff for you guys, man. That thumbnail, though, that was... I'm not doing that again. So I am going to show you the books that I got for Christmas, and then after that, show you the books that I treated myself to, because you gotta give yourself some gifts, too. So the first book that I have to show you guys is The Arithmetist by Brandon Sanderson. Brandon Sanderson, as I've heard, is the king of fantasy. You might recognize his name from his popular series Mistborn. He had the first trilogy, Mistborn, and then he has a new trilogy which is ending this year, if I'm correct. This book follows a boy named Joel, and he is at school to become a arithmetist, which is someone who can animate chalk through magic to make it like move and do stuff. So it sounds really, really interesting, and I'm really excited to get into it. I figured this was a good book to start out with Brandon Sanderson because it's really small, and it's a more middle grade / YA, so it's not one of his adult books or anything, and it seems like it's pretty easy to get into, and I'm really excited to read it. Next, I have a series that I've been wanting to pick up for a while. It is the Fallen Kingdoms series by Morgan Rhodes. These are the first 3 books, Fallen Kingdoms, Rebel Spring, and Gathering Darkness. The 4th book, Frozen Tides, came out in December. I didn't get that one. I just wanted to get the first 3 books and see if I would like them. Hopefully I do, because I have the first 3 books. This is a high fantasy series about separate kingdoms, and I think they're at war with each other, something like that. Sorry if I'm wrong, but I don't know. It is high fantasy, and I'm really getting into high fantasy at this point. It is going to be 6 books, and it also has a spin-off series which is getting a sequel this year, and I'm really excited to get into this series. Next, I have A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This is Sarah J. Maas's new adult series. The second book, A Court of Mist and Fury, is coming out this May, so I want to get through with this before that comes out because, oh my gosh, this book, so far, is amazing. I read the first 3 or 4 chapters of this book and then set it down. I don't know why, but I absolutely loved those chapters, and I don't know why I set it down, but it might be my next read just because it was so good. Supposedly, the second book, A Court of Mist and Fury, is going to be like 615 pages, so yeah, it's going to be intense. But anyway, this book follows a girl named Farah, and she kills a wolf in the middle of the woods while she's hunting, and that wolf ends up being a fae. So she goes home, and one night, this monster comes and like breaks down her cottage and everything, and demands for her life in return for the one that she took. It just sounds really amazing, and I can't wait to finish it. Next, I have what was mainly the bulk of what I was holding up in the thumbnail, and that is The Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini. Now, you may not have heard of The Inheritance Cycle, but it may ring a bell if I say this is the Aragon series. Yeah, remember that movie that came out like in 2007? These are the books that it's based off of. So we got the first book, Aragon, which I sadly do not have a dust jacket for. The second book, Eldest, aka the biggest monster in the world. It's like 700 pages. The third book, Brissinger. And the 4th book, Inheritance, also a monster. Now, according to the author, there is a 5th book coming out, but he doesn't necessarily know when that's coming out. But I'm excited to get into the series. I've read the first chapter. I also saw the first movie, and the first movie was entertaining. People hate it. People who have read the book hate it. And I really liked it, but I'm sure if I read the book, I might not like it as much. But I really want to get into it because it's got dragons and everything like that. you might know the synopsis because you've heard of the movie or you've seen the movie. Basically follows a boy named Aragon who finds a dragon egg in the middle of the woods, and stuff happens after that. Next, we are getting into the things that I bought for myself. Oh, whoops. I forgot. I bought Core Thorns and Roses for myself. Whoops. Next, we have Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Now, if you haven't heard of this book, then you must have been living under a rock, or you're just very new to BookTube. But I believe this book came out in October. It is a sci-fi, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I can't really give you a synopsis of this book just because I don't really know what it's about, and I want to keep it that way because it's so unique that I don't want to know much about it going in. All that I really know is the entire thing kind of is written through text messages and interviews and like computer data and stuff like that. And so it's so unique, and like just flipping through the pages, it's just so much fun, and I can't imagine what it's going to be like reading this book, and I'm just so excited. I left these two books for the end because I didn't want you guys to have to sit through a rant at the beginning of the video. So if you don't want to hear a rant, click away, because you're about to hear something that breaks my heart, and it should break everyone else's hearts. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that serious. It's just about books, but my spider senses are tingling. But you will understand if you have books and like you know the thing where you don't want your books to get messed up, man. So many of you know, if you've been watching my videos for a good little while, you'll know that I've been collecting the Gone series and the new covers that recently came out a couple years ago. Because the original covers weren't really that great. They were just like models, and I didn't really like them. But the new covers that only come out in paperback are amazing. And up until recently, I've only had the first, third, and fourth book, because the second book I haven't been able to find in the paperback cover that I want. I don't know if it's just out of stock everywhere or whatever. But recently, the cover came back on Amazon. It had been gone for a long time, so I was like, oh, they got it back in stock. So this is another Christmas present that I got. I told my family member, hey, look, this is the cover that I want, and so if you want to go ahead and order it, then that's fine. They ordered this new cover, and it was in brand new condition when they ordered it, and it got in. This is what I got. This is a new book. If that looks new to you, you probably should get some glasses or go see an eye doctor, because this isn't new. And also, this isn't one of the new covers. This is like the old cover that came out in like 2009. So the entire purpose of me getting it in paperback was to get the new cover. This isn't the new cover, my friends. This is the old, legit, like, old cover. And also, it looks like it's been out of a library for 20 years. Just for reference, if you haven't seen the new covers, this is kind of like the style that the new covers are in now. So, you can see. Cool, stupid.
Stupid.
So we contacted this distributor and we told them, hey man, that's not cool. That's not even new, and it's not even the cover that we ordered. So they were like, hey, do you want a full refund? And do you want to send the book back? And we were like, sure. And then they were like, no, just keep the book. I guess they realized that no one else would want to buy this. I got a full refund, and I went on to eBay because I figured, hey, if this thing's out of stock, maybe someone had it on eBay and now they're trying to sell it. I found one that was in perfectly good condition and had the new cover and everything. It even said it was published in 2014, which is when the new covers were published. So I order it, and it gets sent to my old house. My old house, mind you, is like 30 minutes away. So there's this whole thing where I have to meet up with the person who now lives in my old house, which this whole process took about 3 weeks. So about a month after Christmas, I finally get the book, the right cover, it's brand new and everything, the one from eBay. I crack open the box, and it's brand new, and it's the wrong cover. This isn't the right cover, man. This wasn't published in 2014. This isn't the cover that you said was gonna be on the thing. Gosh. I mean, it doesn't match at all on the shelf, which is the only thing that's extremely frustrating. The cover itself isn't awful. It's not the worst cover I've ever seen. It's just not good. And it's not near as good as the new cover. But I am glad it's in good condition. I've just given up on getting the good cover because I went through way too much to get this, and I'm not doing that all again. But just a quick comparison between the two. I now have dual copies, so if you want me to do a giveaway, if for some reason you want this piece of garbage, it's still a fully functional book. It works. Batteries are included. Oh yeah, but then I also got the 5th book, Fear, also by Michael Grant. And this is the new cover, which is extremely exciting, and it's really nice, and it's brand new. But the horror that I went through. I went to put this on the shelf, and you know how paperbacks, you kind of have to squeeze the bottom when you push it in between two other books so it doesn't bend backwards or anything? I didn't do this. So, a perfectly pristine version of Fear now has a crease down the middle. So that is all the books that I have gotten through Christmas till now. I would like to know if you've read any of these books. Let me know down below. And I will see you guys the next time that I see you. Caw-caw!